Hello everyone. Today's video is about Alter Flux Material Identification Tool. Let's get started. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Material Identification Tool. Material Identification Tool is based on Alter Compose application. This tool helps determine parameters and coefficients from measurement data and use this to create a material and flux. To access Material Identification Tool, open Flux Supervisor window and you can find this tool at bottom part of the supervisor window. From there, you can click to launch it. Please note that Material Identification module requires Alter Compose application. Consequently, the user must install both Alter Flux and Alter Compose on his computer to perform a material identification with this tool. Both these tools are available for download at Alter One website. This material identification tool have a main panel where user is required to choose among three different kind of properties: the magnetic property, magnetomechanical effects, and iron loss models. As you can see, each property is further classified into different models. We are not focusing on each and every model today. We are only focusing on popular or most commonly used models. Among them, we have isotropic analytical saturation plus knee adjustment, nonlinear magnet described by corrosivity and residual magnetic flux density, and modified Bertotti model. Our first model is isotropic analytic saturation plus knee adjustment. This is suitable for nonlinear while taking saturation and knee adjustment into consideration, suitable for isotropic materials. Main parameters here are saturation magnetic polarization Js and value of relative permeability μr. As you can see, here A is knee adjustment coefficient. Smaller the coefficient, sharper will be the knee. Basically, this coefficient is used to adjust the shape of the curve knee for a better approximation of experimental data. This property is mainly used for soft magnetic materials. Now let us consider experimental data as shown in the right side of your screen. Please remember the input data required by Flux Material Identification Tool is given by Excel file in the formats .csv and .xls. This Excel sheet should have two columns. The first column should represent the magnetic field strength in ampere per meters, and the second column should represent magnetic field density in Tesla, as you can see on the screenshot. Now let's switch to Material Identification Tool for demonstration. Select Analytical Saturation plus Knee Adjustment here. Now a pop-up window appears where we need to select the Excel sheet with the measurement data. Since I have already created an Excel sheet with the data shown in the previous slide, I'll simply select this Excel file from here and click on Open. Once the file is correctly loaded, the identification algorithm launches automatically and finds the best model parameter set fitting for the selected model. The results are displayed automatically in the graph window. The red line here represents the reconstructed behavior provided by identification tool, whereas the blue lines correspond to the source measurement file. Depending on the model, the user may consider adjusting the parameters iteratively with the slides on the left side of the panel. Since we already discussed, we have three parameters here: initial relative permeability, saturation magnetic polarization, and knee adjustment coefficient. So you can use the sliders to play around the coefficients. As you can see how my model curve is shifting here. You can also set back to default values if you are not liking the adjusted parameters by using this option. Apart from default values, we have a button called Save PyFlux. This creates a Python file in directory chosen by user. Later on, this Python file can be used by user to create a material automatically in Flux. Moving on to our second model. This model, nonlinear magnet described by coercivity and residual magnetic flux density, defines a nonlinear BH dependence with taking into account of demagnetization wherever the curve is. The main characteristics of this model are the mathematical model and the direction of magnetization are separated. Also, a single material for description of several regions. As you can see on the screen, the input data format is given as follows. The first column should contain the magnetic field strength in ampere per meter, and the second column should contain the magnetic flux density in Tesla. As you can see from the screen, the measurement data I considered here is in the second quadrant. Also, please remember the input data must be in Excel sheet in .csv or XLS format. Now let us see how this model works. Launch material identification tool again. As you can see, I have already launched the window. Now select the nonlinear magnet. Since I have already created an Excel sheet with the measurement data shown in the previous slide, I am simply selecting the Excel sheet here. Once the data is correctly loaded, the results are displayed in the graphical windows. The available parameters for tuning are BR, HC, and μr. You can use the sliders to adjust these parameters. Since this is an interactive environment, it becomes very easy for a user to see what is actually happening with the BH curve. For the tool to function properly with nonlinear magnet model, the input data should contain BH curve in second and third quadrant. However, you can see that the workflow remains similar for both isotropic analytic solution plus knee adjustment and nonlinear magnet described by coercivity and residual magnetic flux density. Moving ahead in the discussion, next and last model is modified Bertotti model. The modified Bertotti model implemented in the flux separates iron losses in three different parts: hysteresis losses, classical eddy current losses, and excess losses. Also, these three losses are represented in the form of equation given here. Here, K1 is hysteresis loss coefficient, K2 is eddy current loss coefficient, K3 is excess loss coefficient. Alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3 are exponents of hysteresis, eddy current, and excess loss, respectively. F is the frequency here, Bmax is maximum magnetic flux density in electrical period. In case of modified Bertotti model, the input data required by identification tool consists of set of files relating the peak magnetic flux density Bmax in the material to specific iron losses. The input file also contains additional information such as frequency, material density, electrical conductivity, and lamination thickness. An example of input Excel file is given here. The workflow of model with respect to identification tool remains same here, except the fact that this can be used for single frequency or multiple frequencies. Only difference between these two is the number of files selected as input data in step 1. For a single frequency, it's a single Excel file, and for multiple frequency, it's a several files of different frequencies. The input Excel data file should have a similar format as shown in the screenshot here. Please mind the units of previously mentioned parameters. Let us see a quick demonstration of the model for multiple frequencies. Launch the tool again and select the Bertotti model. Now make sure you have 3 different Excel sheets for 3 frequencies. Today I am considering an example of M270 steel with frequency of 50 Hz, 100 Hz and 200 Hz. So I am selecting Beto T model here. Now click on load measurements to select the Excel files of 50 Hz, 100 Hz and 200 Hz. Once the data is correctly loaded, you can see the data in the graph window. Goal of this identification tool is to find out K1, K2 and K3 that best fit the input data. We have option to set K2 to suggested value. In this example, the suggested value of K2 is 0.74. Moving on further and evaluating the data for K1, K2, K3, we need to click on Run Identification button as shown in the screen. You can follow similar workflow for single frequency. Only difference is that you need to select a single input data Excel file. Now, with the help of sliders, you can also adjust the exponents alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 as shown here. Finally, you can save using Save Piplex button. Today, we have seen how to use material identification tool for 3 different models. Hope you find this video informative. Thank you for watching the video.